To make the flower crown, the first thing to do is to measure your head circumference. You measure your head circumference like this. This is 19 inches. But if you want to cut your fabric, you add about 4 inches to it. That's 19 plus 4 will give us 23. This piece of satin, bridal satin, I measured 2 inches on fold. So on fold, my fabric is 2 inches. When you open it up, it's 4 inches. So you just sew a quarter. So you're going to sew a quarter inch on it. Now the length of it is your head circumference plus 1 inch seam allowance. My head circumference is 22. So this is 22 plus 1, that's 23. That's what I have here. So now you're going to sew a quarter inch or half inch, and then you leave an opening. Now we will be cutting the elastic band. Your elastic band should be shorter than the head circumference, so I'm going to just subtract. You can remove about 5 inches from your head circumference and cut that out for your elastic band. Now to fix your elastic band, you're going to do it this way. You're going to put the seam line at the center, and you place the band on this point, and you sew half inch. You come to this other side too. Your seam will be at the center, and you sew the elastic band with half inch. After sewing, this is what you have, like this. So now we'll come to the opening where we left the other time, here, and we'll use that in bringing out the fabric. You turn out your fabric on that point. You just bring it out from there. Once you're done, this is the opening. So you're going to hold it this way, and then you fold the edges, the 2 edges together. You fold the edges together and you sew it on your machine, or you can use your needle and thread to conceal that point. So now we want to make our roses. Before your roses, so you take this at the back, you put the two together, and you run your stitches. You sew it down. I'm using satin ribbons, the one that comes in a roll. So you just use that. The size I have is the 1 inch size satin ribbon, and then you cut and measure 3.5 inches. The 1 inch size, some come in 1.5 inches, but this one is 1 inch size. Then you measure 3.5 inches. So you cut out 8 of that, 8 pieces of that measurement. Now you thread your needle to a convenient length as usual. So you just use that. The size I have is the 1 inch size satin ribbon, and then you cut and measure 3.5 inches. The 1 inch size, some come in 1.5 inches, but this one is 1 inch size. Then you measure 3.5 inches. So you cut out 8 of that, 8 pieces of that measurement. Now you thread your needle to a convenient length as usual. Then you pick one satin ribbon and fold it this way. Just watch. 1 and then 2. So you have the front like this. Now you take your needle to do the same gathers we did, but this time this is just how it will come out. 1. You pick the second one, this, and then you fold like this, and then like this. Pick your needle and you take it in and out the same way. So now I have my thread into the 8 petals. And then you pull together. You pull it together. And then the same thing we did for the last. You insert the needle into the first.
Now you can use your needle and thread to sew these beautiful petals onto the satin strip that we have sewn for the flower
Like
crown.
this.
Thanks for watching, guys. If you
You
like
set
my
it.
video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe.
You could use another one which has a 2 inches dimension, 2 inches measurement, and then you do another one which is smaller than the first one, and then you can place them together like this.